Good evening, StreamYard and YouTube fans. This is Philip Reynolds, and today I'm actually going to have a game. Yes, I know I come on here and talk about sports, but actually somebody got on me for actually not having a game. Chris, name's unsaid, but you're right. I come on here and I talk more than about sports than actually playing the sports. But today I'm playing Strat, and we are having the Chicago Cubs versus the St. Louis Cardinals. And for the Cubs, we have, let's see, Descalso, Bryant, Rizzo, Baez, and catching today. And this is the trade that I mentioned a couple weeks back. For this game only, I'm using my player card. So Philip Reynolds will be catching. I'll be batting fifth. Zobrist will be batting sixth. Schwarber will be batting seventh. Hayward will be in center field and batting eighth. And Hendricks will be batting ninth. He'll be pitching. For the home team, the St. Louis Cardinals, Carpenter will be batting first. Goldschmidt will be batting second. Young will be batting third. Ozuna will be batting fourth. Martinez will be batting fifth. Molina will be catching. Wong will be in second base, batting seventh. Bader will be in seventh field, batting eighth. And Flaherty will be, and that's Jack Flaherty, will be pitching. The really strange thing about this particular game is that the pitchers both have pitching cards and batting cards. And it's really odd to have, but the both pitchers have pitching and batting cards. So I will be using the batting cards for the pitcher. This game is in honor of ID Jester's birthday, which was about 3 weeks ago. The really strange thing is that he's actually younger than I am, and my birthday is in like 3 weeks. Yeah. So that was really strange when he told me how old he was, and he's younger than I am. And I wanted to also give a tip of the hat and shout out to ID Jester for the different variety of games that he's been playing lately. I think you mentioned the lack of a haircut. Oh, well, that's good to see you, Steve. Yeah, I can't do anything about my hair right now because there's no place to get a haircut. But this game is in honor of Jester. I wanted to thank Jester for his birthday for one thing. I wanted to say happy birthday to him. But also, lately, I've noticed that he's done a variety of games. He's done tennis. He's done football, both inside blitz and second season football. I've seen that he's done triple play baseball. And when I think of triple play baseball, I think of the old PlayStation version. And my favorite version of that was the one in which Tony Gwynn was on the cover. And then he also has done Inside the Cup, which is a golf game, and looked really, really interesting. I checked it out today. There's not a lot of courses. I think there's Pebble Beach, there's Augusta, and there's Sawgrass. There's three courses to that, and that's pretty much it. But that being said, I just wanted to give a tip to him. Thanks for giving us a variety of games. And with that, we will go to the top of the first. And it would be nice if I got out the dice. One, two, three, four. Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the. Let's roll. 3, 6. And on the Scanos, he's a left-hander, 3-6. That's a fly ball to left field, and that will be an out. Okay. Takes us to Bryant. It's a 1-7. Flaherty is a right-handed pitcher, and that will be a strikeout. That will bring up Anthony Rizzo. Brings Anthony Rizzo, the third batter, up. Three nine. That's a ground ball to the shortstop, and that will be three up and three down. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself, Steve. Have a good dinner. That will bring up the Cardinals. And right. Hendricks. Okay. Nope. brings up Matt Carpenter, and that will be a 2-5. And that will be the decider dice says 9, so that will be a single for Carpenter. If there would have been men on, they would have gone 2 bases, but luckily he's the first player up the bat. Okay. Put this over here in the dugout. Okay, that's 1-6. Okay. And for Goldschmidt, 1-6. Oh my gosh, and it's just in the home run split. So the Goldschmidt hits a home run, and that will make it 2-0 Cardinals in the bottom of the first. And that will bring DeJong up. Okay. And that is a 1-7-4. And that will be a line out to the shortstop. That's our first. That's the Cardinals' first out. Brings Ozuna up. Three, 4, 5. Okay. Three, 5. That would be a fly ball to left field. That is the second out. And then we'll bring up Martinez. Okay. That will be 6, 5, 11. And that will be a fly ball to left field. And that is X. So Schwarber is a 4. Left field, 4. And a 9. And let's see here. Left field X, 4, 9. And that will be a triple. Puts a man at third. And that will bring up Molina with 2 outs. Man at third. It'll be a 2, 4, and a 16. And that will be a fly ball to right field. And that will be the end of the inning. But after one, it's the Cardinals 2 and the Cubs coming to bat in the top of the second. Right. Flaherty. That brings Baez up. All right. Right. That brings Javier Baez up. And we will roll the dice for Baez. And that will be a 1, 8, and a 14. And oh, wow. Let's switch the camera here. Take a look at this. 1, 8. And if he would have gotten a 13, that would have been a home run. But as it is, that is a double. That brings me up to the plate. And Baez is on second. That will be a 3, 11, 13. And 3, 11, 13. That will be a ground ball to the pitcher, B. And yeah. So that's pretty much just a ground ball. Let me see here. Okay. That will bring up Zobrist. Bring up Zobrist. 2, 4, 17. 2, 2, 4, 17, 2, 4. And being as Flaherty is a right-handed pitcher, he's batting left. 2. And that'll be a ground ball to the first baseman. And that's 2 away. That will bring up Schwarber. Bring up Schwarber. And that is a 1-8-12. Okay. 1-8. Okay. 1-8-12. Left-hander. Right-handed pitcher. And that will be a ground ball to the second baseman. And oh, wait a minute. So that is kind of 3 up and 3 down for the Cubs. All right. Okay. Okay, there we go. That brings up Colton Wong, bottom of the second here. Only 5, 8, and 2. Okay, he's a left-handed batter and a right-handed pitcher. 5, 8. That will be a fly ball to center field. That will be an out. Brings up Bader. Brings up Bader to the plate. And bring be 5, 8, and 5. And that's a right-handed batter, 5, 8. That will be a pop out to the shortstop. And let's see here. We're in the bottom of the second here with 2 outs, and the Cardinals are winning 2-0. Okay. We're rolling off of Flaherty's card. 1, 5, and 16. The right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. And believe it or not, that's going to be a double. So the pitcher gets a double. That's unusual. Oh boy, I think I'll pass Apple. Okay. For Carpenter, we have 5, 8, and 5. Looking at Hendrick's card, 8 and 5. That will be a fly out to center field. All right. So going to the top of the third. So going to the top of the third, it is the Cards, the Cubs 0 and the Cardinals 2. Jason Hayward is up. And to 3, 2, and a 13. Right-handed 3, 2. That will be a ground ball to the shortstop. And that will bring up Hendricks. All right. To 2, 12, and an 11. Right-handed. That will be a line out to the shortstop. Line out to the shortstop. And that will bring up Descalso. That will bring up Descalso, the top of the order there. All right. That's 5, 4, 19. Let's see here. Let's see, 5. Flaherty's right, but it's a left-handed batter. 5, 4. That is a catcher X. And the catcher is a 2. Molina's a 2. 2 and a 19. We'll have to roll the 20-sided dice again. And that will be a 10. It says out on a dribbler. So I guess that will be a 1, 3, and Bryant will be up at the start of the 4th. Okay. Bryant will be up Start fourth. And Hendricks. Let's see here. Goldschmidt. All right. We've got Goldschmidt here in the bottom of the third. Take care, Steve. Okay. 8. We got 10, 2, and an 8. And two, 10, and 8. That will be a fly out to center field there. Okay. That brings Young to the plate. And we are in the third inning. Okay. Young's the batter here. We will roll the dice. 4, 4, and 19. Okay. Okay. 4, 4. And that will be a fly ball to center field X. The center fielder is Hayward, and he is a 1. And that will be a roll again. We'll have to roll the 20-sided dice again because it was a 19. And that roll is a 10, and that will be an out by the center fielder. And that will bring up Ozuna. That brings up Ozuna. That will be a 6, 9, and a 16. For Hendricks card. And as a 16, that will be a single for Ozuna. Brings up Martinez. All right. 3, 7, and an 8. That will be a fly ball to center field B. Okay. That will be our third out. Okay. That will take us to the fourth. Martinez. Yes. All right. Well, you take care, Jester, and I hope to see you again soon. We are in the we are in the top of the fourth here. On the top of the fourth. Okay. Bryant is up. Bryant is up. One, 4, and 12. And on Bryant's card, 1, 4. That will be a ground ball to the shortstop. That brings Rizzo up. Two, 4, 14. The left-handed batter with a right-handed pitcher. So that would be 2, 4. And that, my friends, is a home run. So Rizzo gets a home run. And that will pull the Cubs to within 1. All right. I will bring Javier Baez up. Four to 17. Okay. Check out 4-2. And a 17 will be a line out to the shortstop. All right. That will bring up myself. And let's see what I can do here. My roll. So 5, 5. My roll was a 5, 5, and a 2. Okay. And Flaherty is a right-hander. 5, 5. So that will be a strikeout. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong guy. No, I'm right. 5, 5. That will be a strikeout for me. And that will be the second strikeout today. And that will take us to the bottom of the fourth. Molina versus Kyle Hendricks. And we are in the bottom of the fourth. Right. That's six. That's basically your double roll there. Your 6-12 and a 15. And with Kyle Hendricks, a 6-12 will be a ground ball to the first baseman X. First baseman in this case will be Rizzo. He is a 1. And 15 will be an out. So that is an out by the first baseman. That will bring Wong up. Oh, I have to re-roll that. 6, 9, and 10. And on Kyle Hendricks, and that's left-handed. 6, 9. That is a split. And that will be, since it's a 10, that will be a single. So that will be a single for Wong. Brings up Bader to the plate. He is 6'10". And for that will be a fly ball to center field C. So that means that the runners will hold. So fly ball to center field, 8. There's 1 out. The pitcher in this is Flaherty. Flaherty is going to bunt. And that was a roll of 5. Batters thrown out by pitcher. Runners advance 1 base. So that will be a 1-6. So that is basically the end of the inning. I thought there was only 1 out, but there were 2 outs. So let me re-roll this then. Flaherty's going to have to roll. I thought he could bunt, but he can't because there were already 2 outs. So I'm going to re-roll this for Jester to be fair. So 1-8-1 goes back. 1-8. Well, that will be being fair, but it didn't matter. It's a strikeout. So we'll take that as a strikeout. And at the end of 4, the Cardinals are in the lead 2-1. Okay. We're at the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th, 2-1. Zobrist is up. Five, 4, and a 19. Flaherty's a right-handed, but this is a left-handed batter here because he's Zobrist is a switch hitter, so that means he's a left-handed batter. 5-4, which will be a catcher X, and that makes Molina a 2. And a 19, we'll have to roll the 20-sided die again. A lot of re-rolling of that 20-sided die this time. That was 11. Pass ball followed by a foul out. So that will be to the catcher. Brings Schwarber up to the plate. Brings Schwarber up to the plate. One away. 3, 9, and 2. Okay. Oh, I hope you have fun, Chris. Right now, I'm in the middle of the 5th. There's one out, and I'm checking to see how Schwarber's doing here. And we rolled a 3, 9, and a 2. Flaherty's right-handed pitcher, 3, 9, and that will be a strikeout. And that brings Hayward up. Okay. Okay. Hayward is up. That is a 6, 9, and a 17. On Flaherty's card, 6, 10. That would be a fly out to center field X. And the center fielder on this is Bader. And we rolled a 17. And that will be an out. So 3 up and 3 down in the Yeah, it doesn't matter either way. It's because both of the center fielders are ones. So 3 up, 3 down for the 3 up and 3 down for the Cubs in the top of the fifth. That will take us to the bottom of the fifth. Okay. And the score is 5-2 in favor of the Cardinals. And Matt Carpenter is our batter. This will probably be Hendricks' last inning to pitch. That's 6-3 and 5. And on Hendricks' card, he's a left-handed batter. 6-3, and that will be a ground ball to the pitcher X. And the pitcher is Hendricks in this case. Hendricks is a 3. And that was a 5. And that is just made the out on that one. One, 3 out. That takes us to Goldschmidt. Okay. 3, 10, and 12. Goldschmidt here. 3, 10, and 12. And if you look at it, that will be a strikeout. That means DeYoung is up. That will be a 4-7-4. 4-7. 4-7. And he's a right-handed. And that will be a strikeout. And that is 3 up, 3 down in the 5th inning. And that will take us to the top of the 6th. And yes. Next. And with Hendricks scheduled to bat, Hendricks is scheduled to bat this inning, but we are going to have a pinch hitter, and let's see, who are we going to? We're going to have Castellanos pinch hit for Hendricks this inning. And let's see here. Castellanos 2, 5, and 6. And on Castellanos' card, 2, 5. That will be a ground ball to the second baseman. And that will bring up Descalanos. So that will take out Hendricks and Castellanos. So that'll bring up Descalanos there. And with one out, 110 and 14. And on Descalanos, a 110. And that will be a strikeout. That's not good. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that will bring up Bryant. Five, 11, 17 with Flaherty. 5-11. That will be a ground ball to the first baseman X. The first baseman in this case will be Goldschmidt. He is a 1. And a 17. And that will be an out by the first baseman. And that will take us to the bottom of the 6th. Let's see here. Right. That means Ozuna's up. And let's see here. Who do we got for Chicago that's halfway decent? Check out the pictures. We'll bring in Michael Montgomery. And Ozuna is up, and we'll see how he does here in the bottom of the sixth. Bottom of the sixth, 2-1. Ozuna is batting. That'd be a 6-8. For Montgomery, a 6-8. He's a left-handed pitcher against a right-handed batter. 6-8 at the ground ball to the shortstop. Brings up Martinez. Okay, brings up Martinez. Two, 3, 13. Okay. Oh. 2, 3. Says ground ball to the pitcher plus injury. We will not include the injury there. But that will be to the pitcher an out. That will bring up Molina. That'd be a 3-11 for Molina. And that will be a Montgomery is left. That's 3-11. That will be a single to left field. So Molina gets a single. Brings up Wong. Four, 9, 16. Montgomery. Oh. No, that's right. Wong. Left. 4-9. Fly ball to right field B. Okay, so that That will be the end of the inning. And we go to the 7th. Okay. Let's see here. The 7th. Rizzo, Baez, me, Zobrist, Schwarmer, Hayward. We'll see. Rizzo is up. We were in the top of the 7th. Anthony Rizzo is up. And nobody is on. It's a 3-8. That was a 6. 3, 8, and 19. Okay, Flaherty's. Let me see here. Well, it says 6. So basically, he's in his point of weakness. So 3 hits or like a run, and he'll be out. So 3, 8. Right. The ground ball to the third baseman. 5-3. That brings up Baez. Four, 8, 15. 4, 8, and 15. And for Flaherty, that will be a strikeout. And that will bring up me, Reynolds. And see what we roll. 2, 7, 18. Okay. 2, 7. And to line 2, 7 is a line out to third base. 5-3. Nothing going there. Okay. Brings Bader up. Brings Montgomery the pitcher out. Okay. And this is the seventh inning stretch. So I know this is late, and I know you would normally say take me out to the ball game, but today we're going to say happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, IDJ. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, IDJ. And I hope your Cardinals win because it's your birthday. We know that you love the Cardinals. And so far, recapping this, Goldschmidt hit a home run in the first inning, and Carpenter had a single before that, and that's how the Cardinals got their two runs. And in the fourth inning, Anthony Rizzo hit a home run for the Cubs, and that's how the Cubs have scored their run. So the runs have all been by home runs today, and just so happens the Cardinals had a little bit more of luck with the runner on base than the Cubs did, and so the Cards are winning 2-1, and we are in the bottom of the seventh here, and that brings up. Oh, sorry, that brings up Harrison Bader, and we will roll for Harrison. And that's a 2-11-15. And on Harrison's card, 2-11 will be a ground ball to the shortstop. Hey, Al, good to see you. We are in the bottom of the seventh inning. This is a tribute to ID Jester. And normally we would be having Jack Flaherty come up, but instead they're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Let's see here. That's Chicago's stack. I need. Let's see, here we go. Let's see. Where's the pitcher? It's the wrong card. Great. These look like all there. Shoot. I think we're going to bring Dexter Fowler in as pitch hitter. And they're going to bring in, let's see here. They'll bring in John Gant to finish out the rest of the game. Okay. And we will roll and see what happens here. That will be a 6-4-3. 6-4-3. And on Montgomery's card, that will be a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop is Baez. Baez is a 1, and that is a 3, and that will be an out. And that brings up Carpenter to the plate. Okay. And Carpenter rolls a 2-5 and a 13. That was, 2, 5, and a 13. Okay. On Carpenter's card, 5, 13. That will be a single. So Carpenter gets a single. All right. And this will bring up Goldschmidt. Right. See how this works. And that is a 3-4-11. Let's see here. 3, 4, 11. Let's see what we got here. Four. Right-handed. Left-handed pitcher. 3, 4, and that will be a walk. So he walks Goldschmidt. Brings up DeJong. All right. See how DeJong does. 5, 7, and 11. Let's see. 5, 7. Throws left, right-handed batter. 5, 7. And that is a walk. So we've got the bases loaded here. Jeez. That means we will have to look in the we're going to put Brad Wick up for Chicago. Oh. And this is the bottom of the 7th. Okay. And let's see how this goes. Ozuna. God. Oh, there we go. Martinez. Okay, we'll go. And Wick. And the bases are loaded for Ozuna. Let's see. Ozuna. Let's roll for Ozuna with the bases loaded. Let's see how this goes. 3, 7 for Ozuna. That is right. Throws left. 3. Left-handed pitcher. Ground ball to shortstop A. That will be a it's going to be a 4-6-3 or 6-4-3 there. I do with it? Six, four. And that will mean one run will come in. One guy will go to third. Oh, no, it won't, because no, it won't. It just that's the end of the inning. That'll be basically a 6-4 play, and that'll be the end of the inning. My bad. So going to the top of the eighth, it's still top of the eighth. It's still 2-1. So far, everything's okay. I've been having a little bit of problems with. I had a little bit of problems with my medicine last week, but that's okay. I'm getting readjusted to it, so I'm all right. Before zero. Okay. So Martinez will be batting in the bottom of the ninth, bottom of the eighth. Okay. And Wick will be batting there. So brought in Gant last inning. And on the top, we have Zobrist. Oh man, that's horrible. You definitely got. I would say something to the commissioner of that league. That's ridiculous. Okay, we got Zobrist here in the top of the eighth. 2, 9, 17, and Gant is right-hander, so he's batting left. Right-hand pitcher. And it's 2-9. That will be a walk. Zobrist gets walked. Okay. Schwarber. One, 7, 18. Right-hander 1, 7. Well, that's a walk. Okay. And that brings up Hayward. And before we get 3 men on base, the Cardinals are going to go to their bullpen. They're going to bring in Dominic Leone. Dominic Leone will be in instead of Gant. And that was 2 walks in a row. That brings up Montgomery. And unfortunately, I have a feeling I'm going to see who I have to. No, that's wrong team. That's Cardinal. These are. Okay. Oh, Wick is up. And men at first and second. Wick is up. Nobody out. All right. We're going to bunt for Wick here. And he's a C bunter. No. So we will roll for the bunt here. And that is a 7. It says batters thrown out by the first baseman, runners advance 1 base. So that's 1 out. That brings up Daniel Descalanos. And there's 1 out. Okay, Daniel is up. Oh, wow. Okay. Two, 8, 4. And for Descalanos, left-handed, right-handed pitcher. 2-8. That will be a walk. Let's see. They're going to bring in Ponce de Leon. Yes, that's the name of the pitcher. This is the 8th inning. All right. And that puts in Chris Bryant. Six, 7, 16. And let's see how that works. 6, 7. That's a ground ball to the second base X. Second baseman here is Wong, and that is a 1. 16 out. It says runner on first is out going to second, provided there is a completion of a double play. And if that's the case, then that would mean the end of the inning. And no one would score. And that would bring Martinez up for the shoot. Jose Martinez, St. Louis. Wick, yeah, Wick's still pitching. All right. And we're in the bottom of the 8th with Martinez pitching. Okay. Martinez is batting. Wick is pitching. And 5, 4, 2. And the right hand 5. The ground ball to the third baseman X. That would be Bryant. And he is a 3. 3 and a 2. And that will be a single. So Martinez gets a single on that. Brings up Molina. One, 9. We have a man at first. 1-9. Molina. It's a left-handed pitcher. The ground ball to the second baseman. C. Says batter's out at first. Runner advances one base. So they couldn't get him at second, but they got the man at first. That will bring up Wong. Brings up Wong. Six, 8, and 20. Okay. Left-handed batter. 6. That's a ground ball to second baseman. And that's 20. And that's Descalanos, second baseman, 4-20. And that will be an out. Okay. That brings up Bader to the plate. Okay. Rolling for Bader here. 2, 6, 5. Let's see. Bader to left-handed 2, 6. And that will be a strikeout for Bader. We go to the top of the ninth. With the Cardinals winning 2-1. Ponce de Leon is pitching. And Rizzo is up. Okay. Let's see how we do with this. Rizzo is up. 6-5. Left-handed batter, 6-5. And that will be a ground ball to the shortstop, X. 2, 2 and a 10. Oh, that's second base on an error. So Rizzo will get second base on an error. And that's an E6. Okay, that brings up Baez. All right, Baez. 6-4. Sorry about that. 6-4, and he's by us, right-handed. That's a ground ball to the shortstop, X. 14. DeYoung is 2, and that will be an out 3. And the other runner will advance to third. All right. That puts Reynolds up to the plate. Let's see how he does. Well, can he drive the tying run home? 5, 6, 12. All right. Dylan's card 5, 6. And that will be a strikeout. And that will bring up Zobrist for the Cubs. There are 2 outs, man at third, Zobrist at the plate. 6-4, 11. Let's check the card. Okay. And this will be a left-handed batter, 6-4. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. And the shortstop here, DeJong, he has a 2. And a 2 and an 11 will be out. And that is the end of our game. Yeah, he just closed it down, Chris. The shortstop wound up catching that last ball and making an easy play to first to end the game. And there was a runner on third at the time. So, yeah. And for the most part, the runs came early. Carpenter got a single, and then Goldschmidt got a home run. That was in the first. And that's pretty much the end of the game right there. And then Rizzo had a home run in the fourth to get the Cubs to within 1, but they couldn't do any more than that. And a lot of relief pitchers in this one. But pretty much it was over in the first inning, and the Cards beat the Cubs 2-1. I am sure Jester will like that. Kind of saddens me. I would like the Cubs to win all the time, but that can't happen. And I tried to get myself in the game to actually try to be the guy that got the go-ahead run type thing, but that didn't happen. So it's one of those, you try to stack the deck, and the team that you don't want to win, which in this case Jester did want to win, wins. And um, hats off to the Cards. They won 2-1. It was close. It was over in the first inning. Sure. Thanks, Chris. You guys take care, and I hope your league goes well. Um, and guys, this has been Philip Reynolds. I hope you enjoyed this, and tune in next time. And I will be working on learning inside pitch the next time. The game will be the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the St. Louis Cardinals. And because we can, instead of being in St. Louis, we're moving the game to Wrigley Field. So that ought to be interesting. And yeah, ought to be interesting. And we'll see how things turn up next time, guys. Bye.